Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel, and we're going to bring you another 1968 one and done tournament game, Sweet 16, and it'll pit the Chicago White Sox, the number 13 seed, versus the San Francisco Giants, the number 4 seed. The White Sox won their play-in game and now face the number 4 seeded San Francisco Giants. The winner moves on, the loser goes home. Who will punch their ticket to the Elite Eight? We shall see. In the chat, joining us, Dog Sidious. Check out that wonderful channel. That's Dog Sidious. All things Star Wars, and entertainment. So just hover over his name, click on his channel, and subscribe. Thank you very much, Dog Sidious. Dog Sidious. Speaking the English, L. Tribes fans joined us. The Red Sox have really taken the lead. They were down, and Benintendi tied it up at 10-10, and now they score 2 runs. They are up 12-10. Now let's see if they can hold on. As I think that was Mitch Moreland who came through in the clutch there. All right, on to our ball game. So let's get to the starting lineups. I will be managing the Chicago White Sox, the computer, the San Francisco Giants. Leading off for the Chicago White Sox, Luis Aparicio. He's playing shortstop. 264, 4 home runs, 36 ribbies. Batting second, the second baseman, Sandy Alomar. 253, no home runs, 12 ribbies. Batting third, playing third base, Pete Ward. 216, 15 home runs, 50 runners driven in. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Tommy McCraw. 235, 9 homers, 44 ribbies. Batting fifth, doing the catching, Dwayne Josephson. 247, 6 round trippers, 45 runners knocked in. Batting sixth, playing center field, Ken Berry. 252, 7 home runs, 32 ribbies. Batting seventh in left field, Tommy Davis. 268, 8 round trippers, 50 RBI. Batting eighth in right field, Russ Snyder. 241, 3 home runs, 28 ribbies. Batting ninth on the mound, doing the pitching, towing the rubber, Tommy John. And he was 10-5 in 25 starts in 1968 with a 1.98 earned run average. On the hill for the San Francisco Giants, Juan Marichal. 26-9, 2.43 earned run average. Striking out 218, walking 46. He gave up 21 gopher balls. Behind the plate is Dietz. He has a +2 arm. McCovey, Willie Stretch McCovey's at first. Hunt is at second. Lanier, is at short. Davenport at third. Hart is in left with a +2 arm. The Say Hey kid, Willie Mays, in center with a -3 arm. And father of Bobby Bonds, in right with a -3 arm. Clinton Parks has joined us in the chat. And Bart Ewing. So thank you very much, gentlemen. Hope all is well. As Bart Ewing says, let's go. The Go-Go Sox run Dietz into the ground. Oh. And Clinton Parks says, let's go Giants. Remember to check out Clinton Parks' channel. He has a couple of National Pastime 3 games up there. Recent one, he has a lot of National Pastime 3 games up there. Alrighty, so once again, I'll be managing the Chicago White Sox, the computer, the San Francisco Giants. Corners are in for Luis Aparicio. Aparicio looking for the 3-6 column. He'll be swinging away. Here's the pitch from Juan Marichal to Aparicio. And that is a 6-9. And Aparicio singles to center. So a very dangerous runner at first. 75% chance of stealing second. McCovey holding him on. Again, Dietz a +2 runner. We're going to attempt to steal here. 1 through 15, he'll be safe. 53% chance of stealing. And Marichal and McCovey do a wonderful job. He can't get the proper lead. We'll call the steal attempt off. And here is Sandy Alomar. Alomar, an A bunter. C hit and run. Corners are in again, looking for the bunt. And we're going to play hit and run here. 25% chance that he makes contact, 22% chance he misses, but we have a good runner at first. We're going to play hit and run. Here's the pitch. Alomar swings. That's a grounder to short. The runner on oh man, even with the hit and run on the hard ground ball to short, they're able to force out Aparicio at second. So we hit the ball hard, but right at the shortstop. A rare force out on a hit and run. So 1 out. Alomar is at first. 85% chance of stealing second. Pete Ward comes to the plate. Alomar will now attempt to steal. 44% chance to get the proper lead. 1 through 17. He gets the proper lead. He is off on the pitch. 20-sided dice roll is a 10. And he slides in safely. So we get our runner over with 1 out anyway. And now Pete Ward has an opportunity to give the White Sox an early lead here with 1 out, runner at second. He's looking for the 1-2 column. Aparicio gets the sign from Dick Dietz. Here's the pitch to Ward. And it is 6-8. 6-8 off the Marichal card. And that is a single up the middle. Mays with a -3 arm. 1 through 12. We're going to hold all runners. We'll go first and third with Tommy McCraw coming to the plate. Corners move in. McCraw's a B bunter. Double play ball gets Juan Marichal out of the jam here. McCraw's looking for the 3-6 column. McCovey holding Ward on at first. Marichal nods his head, the windup and the pitch to Tommy McCraw. And that is a 3-6 to Tommy McCraw. And it's a McCraw column. And this is a tremendous shot by McCraw. That's a 17. And that's going to clear the bases, I believe. That's a shot over Willie Mays' head to say, hey, kid goes racing back. He leaps, not going to get there. Bounces off the wall, rolls around. And by the time Mays corrals it and throws it in towards the infield, Tommy McCraw, standing at 30, has just knocked in 2 runs. And the upset-minded Chicago White Sox take a 2-0 lead. Beatles Eternally has joined the chat. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. So 1 out. McCraw's at third for Dwayne Josephson. And he's looking for the 1-6 column, the righty. The catcher awaits the Marichal offering. Here's the pitch. And Marichal deals Josephson a 1-7. And that's a Josephson column. And again, they're getting to Marichal early and often. And that is a 2. So Josephson drives this ball left center field. Mays and Hart will not get there. It splits both defenders, rolls to the wall. It's 3-0 White Sox. Josephson has an RBI 1-out double. And that will bring Ken Berry to the plate. 3-0 White Sox. The San Francisco faithful here at the ballpark are silent as their man Juan Marichal, remember he won 29 games, is getting beaten like a piñata. Ken Berry looking for the 3-6 column. Marichal peeks over his shoulder. The high leg kick and the pitch to Barry. And that is a 5-8 to Barry. 5-8. 5-8 to Barry. And he is jammed, and that's a pop-out to Lanier at short. So 2 outs, Josephson at second. Top of the first, 3-0 White Sox. Josephson will be off on contact. And stepping to the plate, the left fielder, Tommy Davis. He's looking for the 1-6. Dietz sets the target. Here's the pitch to Davis. And that is a 5-6 to Tommy Davis. 5-6 to Tommy Davis. That's a ground ball to Davenport. Over to McCovey's side, retired. But the damage is done. The White Sox strike for 3 runs in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first, 3-0 Chicago. Due up for San Francisco, and let's go through their whole batting order. Leading off, playing right field, Bobby Bonds. 254, 9 home runs, 35 ribbies. Batting second, playing second base, Ron Hunt. 250, 2 home runs, 28 RBI. Batting third, the center fielder, Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays, 289, 23 home runs, 79 runners driven in. Batting fourth, Willie Stretch McCovey, 293, 36 home runs, 105 ribbies. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Jim Ray Hart, 258, 23 round trippers, 78 RBI. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Jim Davenport, 224, 1 homer, 17 ribbies. Batting seventh, doing the catching, Dick Dietz, 272, 6 home runs, 38 runners knocked in. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Hal Lanier, 206, no home runs, 27 RBI. Batting ninth, towing the rubber, as we saw in the top of the first, Juan Marichal. On the hill for the Chicago White Sox, who have granted him a 3-0 lead. Tommy John, 10-5, 1.98 earned run average in 25 starts, struck out 117. Walked 49, gave up 10 gopher balls. He'll deal to Bobby Bonds, looking for the 2-5 column. John deals to Bonds, and it is a 6-10 to Bobby Bonds, 6-10. Ground ball to Ward at third. That's a 9. Ward moves to the ball. We don't know if he'll make the play, but if he does, error check. That's a 10. He will make the, well, he'll get to the ball. Let's see if he makes the play. As he dives, backhand, he's up with it, throws to McCraw for the out. Nice play by Ward, robbing Bonds of an extra base hit down the line. 1 out, no one on for the second baseman, Ron Hunt. He's an A bunter. We have our infield normal. I think we're going to play our corners in, though. Corners in. Ward in at third. McCraw in at first. Here's the pitch to Hunt, looking for the 3-2. He's swinging away, and he gets the 6-9. 6-9 to Hunt. And that will be a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Fastball blew it by him. Willie Mays steps to the plate, the Say Hey Kid. 2 outs, no one on, looking to get something started here, looking for a 2-1 column. Josephson wiggles the fingers. Tommy John nods his head. Here's the pitch to Mays, and that is a 5-8 to Willie. 5-8 off the Tommy John card. And that's a fly ball to his counterpart in center field, Barry. He's there. He makes the catch. 1, 2, 3, go the Giants. We go to the top of the second, 3-0 White Sox, looking for the upset here. And due up is Snyder, then Tommy John, then the top of the order, Luis Aparicio. Let's go to the chat. And Beatles Attorney says it's 4:15 a.m. here. Can't type. Smiley face. Dog City says starting to string some wins together. We should be up by 20 games in that division. He must be talking about his beloved Cleveland Indians. All right, so here is Russ Snyder, left-handed batting right fielder, looking for the 2-6 column. Marichal rocks and fires to Snyder. And that is a 2-7, so Snyder gets his column of choice. 2-7. And they continue to hit Marichal hard. That's an 18. And it'll be a leadoff single for Russ Snyder as he goes up the middle. That is, yeah, we got a chance to stretch it into a double. 1 through 11, we will say no. That's the 5th hit off Marichal already in less than 2 innings. Here comes Tommy John. He will be bunting. Sacrifice bunt, 86% chance of success. Here's the pitch. He squares. He puts it down. And they get the runner at first for the out. Tommy John does his duty and advances Snyder into scoring position. So 1 out. Snyder at second, top of the order. Louis Aparicio is 1 for 1. White Sox up 3-0, looking to add to that total. Here's the pitch to Louis Aparicio. And Marichal deals Aparicio a 4-3. 4-3 to Aparicio off the Marichal card. 4-3. What will it be? We shall see. And what it will be is a fly ball to Willie Mays. And he's going back, reaches up, makes the catch. Bluffing but holding at second is Snyder. So 2 outs. Snyder will be off on contact at second. Here comes Sandy Alomar. He is 0 for 1 with a run scored. He reached on a fielder's choice as Aparicio was forced out at second. He's looking for the 6-2 column. Dietz goes through the sides. Marichal nods his head. High leg kick. Here's the pitch to Alomar, and it is a 2-9 to Sandy Alomar. Column of choice for Alomar. Will he do damage? 2-9. Runner off on contact. And he is jammed. That's a pop-up to second. Hunt on the outfield grass makes the catch. Side retired. Runner stranded at second. We go to the bottom of the second. 3-0 White Sox. Due up, McCovey, Hart, and Davenport. Willie McCovey had 36 home runs in 68. Looking for the 1-3. Tommy John's ready. He deals to McCovey. And it is a 5-7 to McCovey. 5-7 to Willie McCovey. Off the Tommy John card. Ground ball to Alomar. Over to McCraw. 1 away. 1 out, no one on. Brings up Jim Ray Hart, the left fielder. He had 23 round trippers in 68. Right-handed power bat. Josephson sets the target. Here's the pitch to Hart. John deals Hart a 6-4. 6-4 off the Tommy John card. And that's going to be a ground ball to Aparicio at short. The animation doesn't want to come up nicely. That's a 19. So Aparicio fields the ball quite smoothly. Can he make the throw to McCraw at first for out number 2? And that is a 17. And he will not. Aparicio will throw the ball away. McCraw cannot corral it, and Hart will wind up at second, a 2-base throwing error. So what should have been the second out of the inning and bases cleared is a 2-base throwing error by Luis Aparicio. And Hart stands at second. With 1 away, and Jim Davenport, the third baseman, steps to the plate. Very little power, only 1 home run in 68. Big batter here for Tommy John. Hart takes his lead. Here's the pitch to Davenport. John sends Davenport a 5-6. A 5-6, and it's a Davenport column off the Tommy John card. Will the error cost them? 5-6. And it's going to cost them. As that's a 5, and that's going to be a double. So it's going to be a 3-1 ball game. The error hurts right away. As Davenport with the double produces fruit. Hart scores from second. That ball's off the wall. And it's 3-1. So Davenport is at second, 1 away for Dick Dietz, the catcher. 272 batting average in 68. Giants trying to get back in the ball game. If Dietz goes yard, it's a 3-3 game. He only had 6 home runs, though. The windup and the pitch to Dietz. John deals Dietz a 5-5. And this is a Dietz column, 5-5. And Dietz drives this ball deep. That's a 14. Could this be a tie ball game? That ball is driven to left. Tommy Davis going back at the wall. He leaps up, comes back, shows the glove, and he has made the unbelievable catch. And it keeps it a 3-1 ball game for now. Dick Dietz just kicks the dirt as he turns and heads back to the dugout. Tommy Davis robs a 2-run blast. Davenport gets back to second base. So 2 outs. Davenport will be off on contact. The shortstop, the number 8 batter, Hal Lanier, only batted 180. Tommy John breathing a sigh of relief. Here's the pitch to Lanier, and that is a 6-9 to Hal Lanier. 6-9. And swing and a miss, strike 3. So Tommy John will tip his cap to his left fielder as they both approach and go back to the bench. Top of the third, 3-1. Chicago Giants get on the board. Had a chance to tie it, but Tommy Davis robbed a 2-run homer from Dick Dietz. Due up for the White Sox, Ward, McCraw, and Josephson. Ward is 1 for 1 with a run scored, left-handed batter. Marichel's ready. He deals to Ward, and it is a 3-2 to Ward off his card. Not a column of choice. And he will line out to the leaping Hunt at second. 1 away. Now bring up Tommy McCraw, 1 for 1 with a triple. He's knocked in 2 runs, left-handed batter. Marichel with the high leg kick and the pitch. And McCraw has a 5-11. 5-11 to McCraw off the Marichel card. And that ball sent out to left field. And Hart has horrible range. 1 through 11 is a hit, and it's a 5. And his horrible range will cost him a single as he makes a diving attempt. Let's see if there'll be an error on it. And that is a 8. So the diving attempt, he keeps the ball in front of him, but it's a 1-out single for McCraw. Stepping to the plate now is Dwayne Josephson, the catcher, and he's 1 for 1 with a double, and he has a ribby. McCraw has a 95% chance of stealing second, and he is going. 1 through 19, he is safe. 31% chance he gets the lead, so Marichel McCovey trying hard to keep him put at first. He cannot get the lead, so we're going to call the steal attempt off. Good job by Marichel McCovey. Marichel's focus now goes to Dwayne Josephson at the plate. 1 for 1 with a double and an RBI. Here's the pitch. Josephson gets a 4-6. 4-6 to Josephson off the Marichel card. Giants open at turn 2. 4-6. And that is a strike 3 looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on the off-speed pitch. So 2 outs. McCraw's at first. Excellent speed. He will be off on contact. Ken Berry is 0 for 1. Berry looking for the 3-6 column. Here's the pitch from Marichel to Berry. And that is a 6-8. A Berry column off the Marichel card. 6-8. And I think this is a good hit. 6-8. We've seen this now for a 3rd time, I believe. And it's a single to left. McCraw, 1st to 3rd, 80% chance we're going to send him. As a throw to the cutoff man. As McCraw reaches 3rd base, they hold Berry at 1st. And he'll bring up Tommy Davis, the man who robbed the home run from Dick Dietz. Davis, 0 for 1. McCraw's at 3rd. Berry's at 1st. 2 outs. They'll be off on contact. Snyder's on deck. Berry 75% chance of stealing, we're going to send him. Second, 42% chance of getting the proper lead. He can't. Again, Marichal and McCovey do a wonderful job. Barry stays put. Steal is called off. Here's the pitch to Davis, who's 0 for 1, looking to add to the 3-1 lead for the White Sox. And Marichal deals Davis a 4-10. 4-10 off the Marichal card. 2 outs, 2 on. Ground ball to Lanier. He flips to Hunt for the force out. Side retired. 2 runners stranded. We go to the bottom of the third. 3-1 White Sox. Due up Juan Marichal in the top of the order. Bonds and Hunt. Let's go to the chat. Tribesfan says, we shall see what the matchup is. Happy to take leave for the week coming up. Ken Castro says, thanks, cousin. Hello to Ken Castro in the chat. Beetle says, you betcha. Back to Ken. Beatles. I have been watching some great Negro League documentaries. I think I might replay the 1938 with Josh, Satch, Judy Johnson, Cool Papa Bell, and the rest. Good stuff there in the chat. All right, here's the pitch to Marichal. He's looking for the 5-6 column. He gets a 4-11. 4-11 to Juan Marichal. And Marichal gets a hold of one, sends it out to left. And again, Willie Davis, not a stellar range. 1 through 11 is a hit. Can Tommy Davis make the play? He shall not, as that's a 10. And he's going to drop in for a single for Juan Marichal. Is there any error on the play? And that is an 8. So Davis smothers the ball on his diving attempt. And Juan Marichal helps his own cause and the cause of the Giants with a bloop single to left. Now bring up Bobby Bonds. He is 0 for 1. McCraw is playing behind Marichal, as the White Sox are hoping to turn 2 up the middle with Aparicio and Alomar. Here's the pitch to Bobby Bonds from Tommy John, and it is a 4-12 to Bobby Bonds off the Tommy John card. 4-12. And that's a fly ball off to left. Davis coming in, makes the catch. 1 down. Marichal retreats back to first. So Tommy Davis, who looked so good robbing that home run from Dick Dietz, just really did not play the ball well on the blooper by Marichal. Broke back on his first step and then came flying in. Couldn't make the catch. 1 out, 1 on for the second baseman, Ron Hunt. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch from John to Hunt. And it is a 6-7 to Hunt off the Tommy John card. 6-7. Ground ball to second. Possible double play here. Can Alomar make the play? 17. He fields it cleanly. Looking to turn 2. And that, the error check is an 8. Alomar to Aparicio. Across the bag to McCraw. Side retired. 4-6 to 3. We go to the top of the fourth. 3-1 White Sox over the San Francisco Giants. This could be the first upset in the tournament. And due up, Snyder, John, and Aparicio. Russ Snyder, 1 for 1. Left-handed batter awaits the Marichal offering. And the offering is a 5-7. 5-7 to Russ Snyder. Off the Marichal card, 5-7. Ground ball to second base and Hunt. And that's a 1. Hunt will not make the play. Error check. And that's an 11. I'm sorry, that's a 12. And That ball is in the right field. Hunt moves to his right, dives, but cannot make the play. A leadoff single for Snyder. And Tommy John will come to plate. Corners move in. John will put down the bunt. Even with the corners in, you have Davenport in at third. McCovey's really not in at first. He's holding Snyder on. And when the pitch is thrown, he will break in. 86% chance of a successful bunt for Tommy John. He puts it down. And he pops out to Davenport at third, who fires over to Hunt on the wheel play, but Snyder gets back. So Marichal comes high and tight, and John pops the ball up. So 1 out, Snyder at first, double play ball, gets him out of the inning. Aparicio's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch to Louis Aparicio, and that is a 4-8 to Aparicio, 4-8. Off the Marichal card, 4-8. And Marichal is hit quite hard once again. It's a 3. And that's a single through the hole into right. And going first to third on 1 out is Snyder. As Bonds did cut it off, and they hold Aparicio at first. And now bring up Sandy Alomar. He is 0 for 2 with a run scored. We played hit and run once, and Alomar hit the ball so hard to Lanier that they were able to force out Aparicio at second. Aparicio will take a steal attempt, 75%, steal second, 53% chance of getting the proper lead. He gets a lead, he's running, and it's a 12. I think he made it. And he is safe. Dietz's throw is late and in the dirt, and was smothered by Lanier to stay out of the outfield. So second and third, 1 out. 2 ducks out on the pond for Sandy Alomar. Looking for the 2-6 column. Marichal needs a big pitch here. He delivers, and it is a 6-8. Oh boy, that's not good if you're a Juan Marichal fan. 6-8. I think this is the 4th time we've hit the 6-8 on the Marichal card. And it is. And that's a single to center. 1 run scores from third. Aparicio has a 70% chance of scoring. Runner speed 16. Fielder's arm Mays -3, not being held at second +1. Thus the 1 through 14. We're going to hold all runners. Not going to run into anything. So 4-1. We have Pete Ward coming up, the number 3 hitter. He only batted .216, but he did have 15 home runs and is a 6R, so he hits right-handed pitching quite well. Hopefully he gets a deep enough fly ball to score Aparicio 1 through 16 base runner. And Alomar, 85% chance of stealing second. We're going to run on Dick Dietz all day, all night, all morning. Steal second. 44% chance of getting the proper lead. He cannot. So Marichal and McCovey hold Alomar on. Stolen base attempt is taken off. Here's the pitch to Ward. Marichal rocks and fires, and that is a 4-11 to Ward. This is off the Marichal card, 4-11. 1 out, runners on the corners, 4-1 White Sox. And we need a 1 here. And we get a 1. Unfortunately, it's a double 1. That's an 11. So Ward hits the ball hard, right back at Marichal. He snares it for the out. So 2 outs, runners on the corners. And here comes Tommy McCraw, 2 for 2 with a triple and 2 ribbies. Looking to add to his RBI total. Alomar at first, Aparicio at third. Marichal looks in at Dick Dietz. He nods his head. Here's the pitch to McCraw. And it is a 1-9. A 1-9 off the McCraw card. 2 outs, 2 on, 1-9. And that's a hard ground ball. Backhanded by McCovey. He steps on the first base bag. Side retired. White Sox do get one, though. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Chicago 4, San Francisco 1. Due up for the Giants, the Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays. Then Willie Stretch McCovey. And in the hole, Jim Ray Hart. Willie Mays is 0 for 1. John deals to Mays, and that is a 1-6. A 1-6 to Willie Mays, a column of choice for the Say Hey Kid. 1-6, the double threes. And Mays works a walk. Mays 70% chance of stealing second. McCraw holding him on. He's not going as Stretch McCovey is at the plate. Josephson sets the target. Here's the pitch to McCovey. And John deals McCovey a 2-9 off the McCovey card. Not a column of choice, though. Giants hoping they can get something through the infield. Curveball, swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 away. And I'll bring up Jim Ray Hart. Hart had 23 home runs in '68. Mays takes a slight lead. McCraw holding him on. John looks to first. Now in at the plate. Here's the pitch to Hart. And Hart gets a 2-11 from Tommy John. 2-11. And again, a column of choice for Hart. 2-11. Will he do damage? Ground ball back to the pitcher. He throws to Aparicio at second. But they can't turn too hard. Slide prevents the double play. So 2 outs. Hart's now at first. And here's Jim Davenport 1 for 1 with a double and a ribby. Hart staying put. The windup and the pitch from Tommy John to Davenport. And it is a 3-6. 3-6. It's a Davenport column. 3-6. 2 outs. 4-1. Hard ground ball to Ward. He backhands it. Fires to McCraw. Side retired. Tommy John doing an excellent job. Top of the 5th, 4-1 White Sox. Due up for Chicago to face Juan Marichal and the Giants. Josephson, Barry, and Davis. Let's go to the chat. Dale Lonsdale has entered the chat. How are you, my friend? Greetings all. We should start a partition against Strat to offer the public game sales. Absolutely. Strat should offer sales. Great point, Dale Lonsdale. Let me tell you something. Steam has a sale. I get it. All the games are on sale on Steam. All kinds of different games. Sports, action, adventure, casual, strategy. Action PC, Dave Koch Inc. Wonderful sales. Strat puts nothing on sale ever. Ever. I don't get why they don't reward their very loyal fan base. And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about people who get the games over and over again. Dale Lonsdale, excellent job, my friend. As Beatles Eternally concurs and says, absolutely. I don't understand why they don't. Why do you think they don't? We always said, it's because, they just don't think they have to. But it's very arrogant of them. And it's a fun game. I know I bitch and complain about it, but I buy it. I do enjoy it. I put it on my channel. Other people enjoy it. So they'd be nice once in a while. They could even limit the sale. Buy one, get one half price. That's it. I would buy a season and buy another season. They could limit it. If they're so worried someone's going to buy too much stuff, or buy 2, get 1 free. That's half price anyway. But whatever. Wonderful point, Dale. So, thank you for joining us, my friend. And also in the chat, we have Bart Ewing, who called it. He said the White Sox could run on Dick Dietz' noodle arm all day, and we have been. All right. Dwayne Josephson, who will be a Red Sox in the early 70s, 1 for 2 with a double and a ribby. Here's the pitch to the catcher, Josephson, from Juan Marichal, who kicks and fires. And that's a 112 to Josephson, who I have tremendous trouble saying his last name. 112, it's a Josephson column. And Marichal comes high and tight. He hits him. Excuse me. So that's going to leave a mark. Josephson's on first, 1 through 12 base runner, 75% chance of stealing. Ken Berry's at the plate. He is a B bunter. Corners are in. We're going to attempt to steal with Josephson. 31% chance. He can't get the lead. Don't attempt. So Berry is a B bunter. He is 1 for 2. He has a single. Corners are in. Hit and run C. Let's take a look at the hit and run. 25%. We're going to play hit and run. Here's the pitch. Hit and run is on. Berry misses the pitch. That's okay. Oh, man. Josephson, 30% chance because I had... Oh, boy. We need a really low roll here. And it's a 4! We lucked out. The stealing continues. I think we made it. And safe on a very close play as noodle arm Dick Dietz almost gets it there in time, but he does not. So no outs. Josephson is now at second. And the corners move back, and now we're going to lay... I'm assuming there's less than 2 strikes. I'm assuming there's only 1 strike. Let's see what a sacrifice bunt is. We're going to drop the bunt down now. 86% chance to move Josephson over to third. The bunt is down, fielded by Dietz, who fires to first for the out. So Josephson stands at third, 90 feet away from adding that 5th run. And Tommy Davis comes to the plate with Snyder on deck and Tommy John in the hole. Davis is 0 for 2. The infield is in. Can Davis get it by the drawn-in infield? It is a 4-1 game. Top of the 5th. 1 out. Runner at third. Here's the pitch to Tommy Davis, who robbed Dick Dietz of a game-tying 2-run homer in the bottom of the 2nd. Marichal deals Davis a 1-9. 1-9. It's a Davis column. 1-9. Can he knock the runner in? Ground ball to second. C. I think that's going to be by him, though, with a drawn-in infield. Ground out to the second baseman. He does not knock the runner in. So the ball is right at the second baseman. I thought with the C it'd be by him, but it is not. He throws to first. So now 2 outs. It's up to Russ Snyder. Will they walk Snyder, who's 2 for 2 with a run scored, and face Tommy John? They're going to pitch to Snyder. I would have walked him. Here's the pitch to Russ Snyder. Will he tie him up in a pretzel? We shall see. And it's a 2-7 for Snyder, and it's a column of choice. I would have walked Snyder. 2-7. It's a lucky 7 for either the Giants or the White Sox, and it's a lucky 7 for the White Sox, my friends, as that's a 12. And that is a single to right. And it's a 5-1 ball game. So Strat-O-Matic, the computer, does not walk Snyder to face the pitcher. And the Red Sox have come all the way back in real life, down 10-5, I believe. They've come back to win. I think it's 12-10. So that's really cool. Big win, big win. They come back to beat the Mariners. All right, 5-1. Snyder's at first. I don't want him to get thrown out. So here's the pitch to Tommy John. He's looking for the 6-4 column. He gets a 6 and a 7. Can Tommy John help the cause here? 6, as Marichal has been roughed up. 6-7 for Tommy John off the Marichal card. And guess what, folks? Tommy John has helped the cause. That is a 3. And that's another hit for the White Sox as John turns on that pitch, singles to left, and we're going to hold runners. So first and second, 2 outs. Aparicio steps to the plate. They have gotten 12 hits off Juan Marichal, who has not been stellar, to say the least. And again, Marichal, 26-9. I think I said 29-6 before. 26-9, 2.43. Well, that has not stood up against the American League. He did not face, obviously, the American League in '68, but he does in our one-and-done tournament. All first-round tournament games and the play-in games were American League, National League. And the only teams that faced each other in '68, come on, who? American League, National League? We should get this, come on. I'll check the chat in a moment. So Marichal is still out there, and he'll face Aparicio 2 for 3. Snyder at second, John at first. Here's the pitch from Marichal to Aparicio, and it is a 5-5 off the Marichal card. 5-5. Will it be out number 3? We shall see. And that's a fly ball out to the Say Hey kid, Willie Mays. He's waiting for it to come down, squeeze the glove, out number 3. But the White Sox tack on another one. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 5-1. They lead by 4. The Giants have to get their bats going. Here comes Dick Dietz. He is 0 for 1. He thought he had a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 2nd to tie the game at 3, but Tommy Davis robbed it in left. As Tribes fan has it, Tigers and Cardinals. You are correct, my friend. The only American League and National League teams to face each other in 68 World Series. So Dick Dietz awaits the Tommy John offering, and here it is. John, oh boy, where's the white die? White die went flying over here. That's a 5 and a 3. 5-3, it's a Dick Dietz column off the Tommy John card. 5 and 3, what will it be? We shall see. And a chance for a single, 1 through 4. And when the luck goes bad, it goes bad for the Giants. That's an 18. He will strike the ball quite hard. Ward has it on one big hop, throws to McCraw for out number 1. 1 out, bottom of the 5th, 5-1 White Sox. Stepping to the plate, the very weak-hitting Giants shortstop, Hal Lanier, and he is 0 for 1. Big batter here. Here's the pitch to Lanier from Tommy John. He wants to do something, and he'll have to be off the Tommy John card. It's a 5-8. 5-8. It is a Lanier column, though. 5-8. And that is a fly ball out to Barry. Barry moves in a couple of steps. Makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Tommy John cruising along. 4 and 2/3 innings, excuse me. He has given up 2 hits, 1 run, walked 1, struck out 3. Juan Marichal 1 for 1, and they're going to let him swing away. Here's the pitch to Marichal. John deals his counterpart a 1-6, 1-6 to Juan Marichal. Could this be the 3rd and final out? And it will be, as that is a swing and a miss, strike 3. They let him hit. Down 4. Top of the 6th, 5-1 White Sox due up for Chicago to face Marichal and the Giants. Alomar, Ward, and McCraw. Alomar 1 for 3 with a ribby left-handed batter. He's a switch hitter, but he's batting lefty off the right-handed throwing Marichal. Again, an A bunter. Corners are in. McCovey in at first. Davenport in at 3rd. Can Alomar bash it by the drawn-in corners? Here's the pitch from Marichal to Alomar, and that is a 6-6. 6-6. Who's going to be picking up some sticks? Can Marichal saw him off? As that's a shallow fly ball to center. Mays coming in, and he makes the basket catch. The one thing the fans could cheer at, the basket catch. 1 away, Pete Ward, 1 for 3 with a run scored, left-handed batter. 15 home runs in 68. Marichal with the high leg kick. Here's the pitch to Ward, and that is a 2-5, 2-5. And it's a Ward column off his card, 2-5. Usually a 5's a good roll. And not this time, though. Strike 3, way out in front of the off-speed pitch. 2 up, 2 down. Base is empty. Top of the 6th, 5-1 White Sox. Tommy McCraw strides at the plate, 2 for 3 with a triple and 2 ribbies. Left-handed batter. Dietz wiggles the fingers, sets the target. Here is the windup and the pitch to McCraw. Marichal deals him a 2-11. 2-11 off the McCraw card. Not a column of choice. 2-11. And that's a ground ball to Hunt. He backhands it, flips to McCovey, side retired. Bottom of the 6th, 5-1, excuse me. 5-1 White Sox. Giants trail by 4. Top of the order, Bonds, Hunt, and Mays. Let's go to the chat. Clinton Park says, go to the go. the Clam Shack in Kport, the bushes recommend it. Tried fan Kurt Flood misplayed a fly ball in Game 7, and Mickey Lolich, World Series MVP. You are correct. Lolich won 3 games in the World Series, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Clinton Park. So the Patriots scored 2 touchdowns and held the Seahawks to a field goal, win 14-10. Wait, that's football. Yes, it is, Clinton. Back to the game here. Bobby Bonds, father of Barry, 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to Bonds from John. And Tommy John deals Bonds a 1-6. Not a column of choice for Bobby Bonds. 1-6. But he works a walk. Good eye by Bobby. They need base runners. And he's got an 80% chance of stealing. And he's going. 1 through 16, he is out. 5% chance of an error. Josephson, you know what? We're going to throw down. It's an 8, so he will make it. Oh, no. Now the error check. Oh, boy. And that's a 12. I hope there's no error. Nope. So Alomar is able to smother that low throw. Bonds does steal the base, so he's in scoring position with no outs for Ron Hunt, who is 0 for 2. John kicks and fires to Hunt, who he hopes to retire, and that is a 6-8. 6-8 off the Tommy John card. Now a 6-8 is very bad off the Marichal card. Let's see if it's bad off the John card. First time I think we've rolled that one. And that's a ground ball to Ward. He looks Bonds back, throws to McCraw, 1 away. So Tommy John's masterful performance continues. Mastery of the Giants. And here comes Willie Mays, the Say Hey Kid, 0 for 1 with a walk. If Mays can go yard, he had 23 home runs in 68. It will be a 5-3 ball game. Bond takes a lead at second. Alomar bluffs towards second, trying to keep him close. John deals to Willie Mays, and here's the pitch to the Say Hey Kid. And it is a 1-7, and it's a Mays column. Lucky 7 for who? 1-7. And Mays works a walk, so Tommy John in a little bit of a pickle here. Can the Giants rally back? 1 out, 2 on, 5-1 lead for the White Sox, bottom of the 6th, and a home run hitting Willie McCovey strides the plate. 36 round trippers in 68. He is 0 for 2. McCovey looking for the 1-3 column. He really wants that 1 column. John hoping to induce a double play ball. Josephson sets the target. Here's the pitch to stretch Willie McCovey, and it is a 1. Oh, my Lord. A 1-6. So it is a 1-6. He gets the column. And McCovey singles to center. Will they wave Bonds around? No, they will not. Bases are jammed. 1 out. And Jim Ray Hart strides to the plate. The left fielder represents the tying run if he hits a grand salami. He had 23 home runs. And he is does not hit righties well. He's a 1L. Double play gets them out of the jam. We're going to stick with Tommy John here. Let me just take a look for a second. Hoyt Wilhelm. Hoyt Wilhelm on 12 saves. There's no tomorrow. 1R. John's a lefty. That's right. John's a lefty. Duh. So it's early, but we're gonna go to Hoyt Wilhelm. We're going to Hoyt Wilhelm. And yep, we're gonna go to Hoyt Wilhelm. Hoyt Wilhelm with 1 out will come into the game, as it's a 1 and done. Remember, the White Sox have won a game, and it wasn't even Tommy John. This is the first team I've actually used a different pitcher from the play-in winner. So Hoyt Wilhelm comes into the game. This is the moment of truth. Why save him? Wilhelm throws righty. He was 4-4 with 12 saves, earned run average 1.73. And he is a 1R, so he is tough on right-handed batters. No place to put Jim Ray Hart. Actually, let's look Wilhelm only gave up 4 home runs. He struck out 72, walked 24. Jim Ray Hart looking for the 1-4 column. Wilhelm's done with his warm-up tosses. Josephson has a quick word. Now back behind the plate, sets the target. The windup and the pitch to Hart. Bases loaded, 1 out. And it is a 2-6. And this is off the Hart column. 2-6. Not a column of choice. Will it be a double play ball? Oh boy, 1 or 2 is a base hit. He gets a 2, but there's a 0 behind it. That's a 20. Line shot, diving catch at third by Ward, and Bonds quickly gets back to the bag. So Ward robs a double down the line that would have at least scored 2, possibly 3. But now 2 outs, bases loaded for Jim Davenport. Davenport, the man with only 1 round tripper. Will they let him hit, or will they go to an Alou brother? They're going to let Davenport hit. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Wilhelm takes a deep breath. Hoyt's ready to work. The windup and the pitch to Davenport. Moment of truth. 1-7, 1-7. Off the Davenport card. Not a column of choice, though. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Side retired. Hoyt Wilhelm slaps his glove and jogs to the dugout. What a job by Hoyt Wilhelm. Bases loaded, and the Giants cannot push 1 run across. We stand at 5-1, top of the 7th. And due up the catcher, Dwayne Josephson, followed by Ken Perry and Tommy Davis. Juan Marichal still out on the mound. Josephson 1 for 2 with a double and a ribby. Here's the pitch for Marichal, and Josephson has a 6-6. 6-6 to Dwayne Josephson. And that will be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Fastball, blew it by him. 1 out, base is empty for Ken Berry. He is 1 for 2, right-handed batter. Looking for the 3-6 column. Marichal rocks and fires, and Berry has a 2-5. Not a column of choice off his card, though. 2-5. And that's a ground ball to Hunt. Over to McCovey. Out number 2. 2 outs, no one on for Tommy Davis. Tommy Davis did have a wonderful defensive play. Not known for his range, but he robbed the man behind the plate, Dick Dietz, of a 2-run homer that would have tied the game at 3 in the bottom of the 2nd. He is 0 for 3. He awaits the Marichal offering, and the pitch is homeward bound, and it is a 1-7. 1-7 to Tommy Davis. Column of choice for Davis. 1-7. Can he keep the inning alive? And he shall, and that's a single between Davenport and Lanier to left. So a 2-out single, Davis on at first, and now bring up Russ Snyder, 3 for 3 with an RBI. Can he go 4 for 4 off Juan Marichal? Marichal, 5 runs and 13 hits. He's struck out 3, walked none. He deals to the left-hand batting Russ Snyder. And Snyder has a 3-6 off the Snyder card. 2 outs, Davis off on contact, 3-6. And he works a walk, so his perfect game stays in there. He's 3 for 3 with a walk, and here's Hoyt Wilhelm. And Wilhelm will bat for himself. 2 outs, runners will be off on contact. Marichal deals to his counterpart, Hoyt Wilhelm, and that is a 4-6, a column of choice. 4-6, can Hoyt Wilhelm help his cause? And he shall not. Swing and a miss, strike 3, way out in front of the breaking pitch. So we go to the bottom of the 7th, and I'll read you the trivia question. And then I'll sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. In 1975, the Chicago Cubs broke a 26-year streak. What was that streak? In 1975, the Chicago Cubs broke a 26-year streak. What was that streak? One last time. In 1975, the Chicago Cubs broke a 26-year streak. What was that streak? I'm going to guess someone threw a no-hitter. Mike McAllister's joined us in the chat. Hope you're feeling well. And also Craig from RNGIDP. How you doing, buddy? Nice crowd here today. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back, for it's root, root, root for your home team. If they lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Last time, last call. At 2, you're through. In 1975, the Chicago Cubs broke a 26-year streak. What was that streak? I say someone threw a no-hitter. As Tribes fan says, wasn't making the playoffs. No, it wasn't. As Mike McAllister said, I met D. Scott Howard. Yes, he told us in the chat the other night. And he said, you guys played some Strat-O-Matic, I think it was. And Mike McAllister says, he kicked my butt in 2 games. Well, the dice were with him and not you. All right, so we're going to go to the trivia. Oh, Clinton Parks' first time 20-game winners. No 20-game winners. No 20-game winners. All right, let me make sure. So Clinton Parks' answer is first time, no 20-game winners. Herb Pilgrim, how you doing, buddy? All right, I'm going to click OK. The Cubs hit, so this is the answer. In 1975, the Chicago Cubs broke a 26-year streak. What was the streak? The Cubs hit at least 100 home runs in a season for 26 consecutive seasons. But in 75, they only hit 95. So that was a very interesting trivia question. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 7th. Due up for the Giants, Dietz, Lanier, and Marichal. A probably pinch hit for Marichal now. Dietz is 0 for 2. He was robbed of a 2-run homer that would have tied the game in the bottom of the 3rd by Willie Davis in left. Here's the pitch from Hoyt Wilhelm to Dick Dietz. And Dietz gets a 2-7 off his card. Not a column of choice, though. 2-7 to Dick Dietz. And he strikes the ball well. And unfortunately, it's a 20. And it's a line out to the leaping Ward at third. He has now robbed 2 Giants of extra base hits. The man at third base, Mr. Ward. So 1 out, no one on. The weak-hitting shortstop, left-handed batting Hal Lanier, not the basketball player. And they will call him back, thank God, for Dave Marshall. Marshall, pinch hitter, 264, 1 home run. He's a left-handed batter, and he's a 5R. So Hoyt Wilhelm might have more of a struggle with Marshall. Josephson, quick word with Wilhelm, now back behind the plate, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Dave Marshall. Will he Marshall 1 out of the ballpark? That is a 6-5, 6-5 off the Hoyt Wilhelm card, 6-5. 1 out, no one on. And Marshall gets under that pitch. And that's going to be a deep fly ball to center. Barry goes back, makes the catch, 2 down. Juan Marichal. And he'll be called back. And here comes one of the Alou brothers, Jesus Alou. And Jesus Alou, as I forgot to do this for Marshall, 263, no home runs, 39 ribbies. 2 outs, base is empty. On deck, Bobby Bonds. Alou, a B bunter. But we're playing the infield-outfield straightaway in normal. Alou's swinging away. Here's the pitch from Wilhelm. And Alou is dealt a 1-5 off the Alou card. Not a column of choice, though. 1-5. And that's a ground ball to Alomar. He throws them across. Side retired. Hoyt Wilhelm gets him 1-2-3. So Wilhelm gets him out of the bases-loaded jam in the prior inning, and then takes down the Giants 1-2-3. We go to the top of the 8th. This could be the first upset of our 68 Sweet 16. The Chicago White Sox 5, the San Francisco Giants 1. Now on the mound for the San Francisco Giants, Joe Gibbon. Isn't Gibbon a bird? He was 1-2, 1 save, 1.58 earned run average in 40 innings pitched. He struck out 22, walked 19, gave up 3 gopher balls. He has some control issues. He walked 19. And here's Louis Aparicio, 2 for 4. The pitch by Gibbon. And Aparicio has a 5-6 off the Gibbon card. 5, 6. And he works a walk, so Aparicio's on at first. 85% chance of stealing. Gibbing's a +2 holding on runners. And you got a +2 arm behind the plate. And corners are playing in for Alomar. And we're going to send Aparicio. 53% chance if he gets the proper lead, 1 through 17, he is safe. They throw over, and Aparicio just dives back, slap tag by Stretch McCovey, and he jumps up in the air. They thought they had Aparicio picked off, but the man in blue says safe. So he'll stay put. And we're going to play hit and run with Alomar, 25% chance. And we have to roll a 4, 5, or 6. We get a 3, so the hit and run is canceled. And now that is a 1-9. 1-9. Ground ball to third. Davenport's up with it. He throws to second to get the lead runner out, number 1. Good slide by Aparicio prevents Hunt from turning 2. So 1 out. Alomar will now attempt to steal second. 95% chance. 44% chance of getting the proper lead. Here he goes. He can't get the lead. He will stay put now. Wow, he still has a 70% chance. But we have Pete Ward at the plate, who's played stellar third base. He's 1 for 4. And he had 15 round trippers. Here's the pitch to Ward, looking for the 4-1 column. Instead, he gets a 3-6. Could this be the double play ball that gets the Giants out of the inning? 3 and a 6. Instead, he strikes it hard. Line drive. McCovey makes the catch as he reached out and tried to touch someone with it. But Alomar got back to the bag. So 2 outs. Alomar will be off on contact. And here comes Tommy McCraw. 2 for 4. Triple and 2 runs knocked in. The windup, the pitch to McCraw. Gibbon deals McCraw a 6-7. 6-7 off the Gibbon card. 6-7. And that ball is out to Willie Mays. Comes in a bit. Makes the catch. Side retired. Bottom of the 8th. 5-1 White Sox. Giants have to get going. Top of the order. Bonds, Hunt, and Mays. We go to the chat. JD, moderator extraordinaire, has jumped in the chat. How are you, my friend? Good news on your book regarding the editing. Thank you for sending me that message. I look forward to purchasing your book, JD. Hope all is well with you and your family. Remember, check out JD, wonderful channel if you're into just good chat, fun chat. And JD's an author on the side, and hopefully he'll do that forever in the future. And he has an audio book up on YouTube called The Politician Murders also. Fun stuff. Here's Bobby Bonds, 0 for 2 with a walk. Hoyt Wilhelm out there for another inning of work. Here's the pitch from Wilhelm to Bonds, and it is a 4-4. And it's a Bobby Bonds column, 4-4. And this will be a play for Josephson. And that's a 7. So that's a P/P. Error check. And that is a 13. And it's a lucky 13 because a 12 would have been an error. And he pops up. Josephson throws his mask off. Makes the catch. 1 down. So Hoyt Wilhelm has befuddled these Giants batters. And here comes Ron Hunt. The second baseman is 0 for 3. Right-handed batter. Josephson wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch to Hunt. And Hunt gets a 5-3. 5-3 off the Hoyt Wilhelm card. 5-3. What will it be? We shall see. And this ball will go back to Wilhelm. And that's an 8. So on the hard hit ball, he fields it on the G3. And he should make the play. And that is a 13. And so Wilhelm will throw to first for the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down. And that will bring up the Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays, 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Wilhelm takes a deep breath. Nods his head, the windup, and the pitch to Mays. Mays looking for the 2-4 column to extend the inning. It is a 6-6 instead, off the Hoyt Wilhelm card, 6-6. Ground ball to Aparicio, over to McCraw, side retired. The White Sox are 3 outs away from the first upset in our 1968 Sweet 16 portion of the tournament. One and done. Chicago was one of 4 teams to win a play-in game. The prior 3 teams have lost to the higher seeds. Now the White Sox, behind Tommy John and Hoyt Wilhelm, are 3 outs away from advancing to the Elite Eight. Due up for the Chicago White Sox: Josephson, Berry, and Davis. Josephson 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI. 5-1 White Sox. Here's the pitch from Gibbon to Josephson. And it is a 1-7. 1-7. Column of choice for Dwayne Josephson. 1-7. Hard hit ball to short. Backhanded by Johnson. He fires to McCovey. 1 down. Johnson came in after the prior shortstop was pinch hit for the very weak hitting Lanier. And this is Frank Johnson. He's playing short. So 1 out, no one on for Tim Berry. The center fielder is 1 for 3. The windup and the pitch to Berry. Gibbon deals Berry a 6-8. 6-8 off the Gibbon card. 6-8. And that is a fly ball out to Bobby Bonds. He drifts towards the line, reaches out, makes the catch, 2 down. Gibbon needs 1 more out to keep it a 4-run deficit and get to the bottom of the 9th. And here's Tommy Davis, 1 for 4. But his big play was robbing the 2-run homer from the man behind the plate, Dick Dietz, in the bottom of the 2nd, which would have tied the game at 3. Davis digs in the right-hander's batter's box. Here's the pitch to Tommy Davis, and Gibbon fires in a 2-7 off the Davis card. Not a column of choice, though. 2-7. Will the White Sox go 1-2-3? Yes, they will. Hard hit ball to Johnson at short. Over to first. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The Chicago Cubs, the number 13 seeded Chicago Cubs, are 3 outs. Chicago White Sox, excuse me. I got excited. The Chicago White Sox are 3 outs away from advancing to the Elite Eight over the number 4 seeded San Francisco Giants. They will face McCovey, Hart, and Davenport. Willie McCovey 1 for 3. Again, McCovey 36 home runs in 68. Hoyt Wilhelm takes a breath, a little sly smile. Here's the pitch to Stretch McCovey, and it is a 6-5 off the Hoyt Wilhelm card, 6-5. And that is a fly ball deep to center. Berry racing back at the track, reaches up, makes the catch. White Sox 2 outs away from advancing to the Elite Eight. They'll face Jim Ray Hart, 0 for 3, 1 run knocked in. He scored a run, excuse me. 23 home runs in 68, right-handed batter. Wilhelm asks for a new baseball. He gets it, rubs it up, puts it back in his glove, steps back up on the mound, toes the rubber. He deals to Hart, looking for the 1-4 column. He will get a 2-6 instead. 2-6 to Jim Ray Hart. 2-6. He'll strike the ball hard, and it is a 12. Line drive, making the diving catch to his left is Ward, and once again he is robbed a would-be hit from a giant batter. What a job by Ward. 2 outs. White Sox are up on the dugout steps now, the top steps. They're 1 out away from advancing to the Elite Eight. The first upset of the tournament could be here. We're 1 out away from it. And standing in the way, Jim Davenport. Giant third baseman is 1 for 3 with a double. He has knocked in the only run for the Giants. Can he keep the inning and the ball game alive? Right-handed batter. Wilhelm's ready. The windup, the pitch to Davenport. Will the ball game be over? 6-5, 6-5 off the Wilhelm card. 6-5. Not a column of choice. 2 outs, base is empty. 5-1 White Sox. Ground ball to McCraw. He waves off Wilhelm. He steps on the first base bag, and the jubilation starts here in San Francisco. It has not been a San Francisco treat for the Giants, but it has been for the Chicago White Sox. They defeat the number 4 seeded Giants 5-1 and will advance to the Elite Eight. What a ball game, folks. In the chat, joining us, Felicia, how are you? Remember to check out Citadel for trivia. If you like trivia, all kinds of trivia, you want to check out Citadel for trivia on Fridays. Thank you very much, Felicia, for joining us. Hope all is well. I was in Citadel for trivia for a while. I actually answered some questions right. Miracle of God. Let's get to the box score. So I finally win a game as I play the lower seeds, unless it's the Red Sox. The White Sox win 5-1. Winning pitcher, Tommy John. I believe Hoyt Wilhelm went long enough to get the save, but we shall see. And let's bring the box score up. And let's make that fit the screen using OBS, a free recording system. There we go. All right, winning pitcher Tommy John, 5 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, walked 3, struck out 4. We went to Hoyt Wilhelm with the bases loaded and 1 out. In the bottom of the 6th, he then proceeded to get 2 outs and out of the jam. He went 3 2/3, Hoyt Wilhelm did. No hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. He gets the save. Juan Marichal took the loss. The 26 wins in 68 did not help him in this one-and-done tournament of 1968 teams. Marichal, 7 innings, 13 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned, walked 1, struck out 4. Joe Gibbon, 2 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk. Giants are done. Chicago moves on. Who they shall play, we shall see. On to the Elite Eight for the White Sox. Player of the game. Player of the game, I'm going to give it to Hoyt Wilhelm for his 3 2/3 shutout innings. He came in with bases loaded, 1 out. He got the 2 outs, shut the door. That was the last chance for the Giants. They lose the ball game. I'm giving it to Hoyt Wilhelm, player of the game. For the White Sox, Louis Aparicio, who will become a Red Sox in the early 70s, 2 for 4. Sandy Alomar, 1 for 5, a run scored and a ribby. Pete Ward, 1 for 5, a run scored. McCraw, 2 for 5, a run scored and 2 RBI. Honorable mention as player of the game. Josephson, 1 for 4, a run scored, a ribby. Ken Berry, 1 for 4. Davis, Tommy Davis, 1 for 5. He robbed a 2-run homer that would have tied the game by Dick Dietz, and I think that was the bottom of the 2nd. Yes, it was. Snyder, 3 for 3, a run scored and a ribby. Another honorable mention. Tommy John, 1 for 2, plus the winning pitcher. Honorable mention. And Hoyt Wilhelm, 0 for 1, player of the game. For the San Francisco Giants of 68, who are now out of the tournament. First top-seeded team to fail to get to the Elite Eight. Bobby Bonds, 0 for 3. They only had 3 hits. McCovey was 1 for 4. Davenport was 1 for 4, knocked in the only ribby. And Juan Marichal, the pitcher, blooped 1 to left, 1 for 2. Everyone else was an 0-fer. They had 30 at-bats, 1 run, 3 hits, 1 RBI. The White Sox, 38 at-bats, 5 runs, 13 hits, 5 RBIs. That's the ball game. That is the ball game. Upset. So let's go to the chat. Before we leave, I want to say thank you to Clinton Parks, Herb Pilgrim, Felicia Alana, Mike McAllister. Remember to check out Citadel for trivia. Clinton Parks, check out that wonderful channel for National Pastime Baseball. Mike McAllister says, Al, great call of the game. You make me at the ball. Thank you very much, Mike. Tribes fan, check out his channel. He does updates on his 67 Mets season. They're fun updates. Ken Castro, Herb, I think I said Herb, but I'll say Herb Pilgrim again, as I'm old and I forget things. JD was in the chat. Thank you. Mary B was in the chat. I did not see her. I apologize. Thank you very much, Mary B. She did a quick hit and run high. Thank you. That was very kind of you. And I'm just scrolling up. Bear with me. I don't like to miss anybody. I think Craig from RNG IDP was in here. I wonder if he's rolling a game tonight. Again, check out these channels. They might not be your thing. Well, I didn't think Citadel Trivia would be my thing. I go there almost every Friday. I enjoy, whether I stay for the whole show, I stay for either a half hour, 15 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. It's fun. Check out different channels. Don't be afraid. Expand. Bart Ewing was in the chat. Good friend of the channel. FOC. Beatles Eternally. Moderator Extraordinaire. Dale Lonsdale had one of the best lines in the chat. Thank you, Dale, if you're still there. He says, greetings all. We should start I think he meant petition. A spell check, by accident. That's fine. Against Strat to offer public game sales. I absolutely agree, Dale. Again, as a Beatles says, absolutely. They never go on sale. Buy one, get one half price. Limit to that if you're afraid people are going to buy a ton of seasons. Again, Strat-O-Matic is the game was playing right now. And Bart Ewing, Hawkeye passed on Mays and Aaron both, right? I missed something. They must be talking about teams that passed on Mays. And he could have been a Red Sox Willie Mays, or Hank Aaron could have been one of them. Beatles Eternally. I think I have gotten everyone. As I keep, we had Manuel Christian Rivera. I missed. Terribly sorry, Manny. Good friend of the channel. Dog Sidious, check out his channel, another wonderful channel. All things Star Wars and entertainment. Thank you very much, Dog. I keep scrolling up, keep scrolling up, keep scrolling up. And that's it. I think we got everyone. So thank you very much. Greatly appreciate that you took time out to spend with me. As Mary B says, love your mouse pad. Well, I actually have little helmets too, but you can't really see them. So I don't do it anymore. See, little helmet. And this one's because I'm a huge Red Sox fan, obviously. I got these in 1983, Fenway Park. I save everything. I actually lost my Dodger helmet when I found them. I'm pissed off about that. I'm one helmet short. So, anyhow. Herb Pilgrim. Yeah, I know, but Illinois is crazy corrupt. Yeah, and the Democrats have run that forever. Again, I don't care who runs anything. Just run it correctly. That's all I'm saying. As Felicia Ilana says, we do trivia every Friday. Citadel for trivia. Check it out. As Felicia says, go Sox! And I might be back shortly with a chat with Al. We haven't done one of those. And Herb Pilgrim's dying to tell me who his 25 favorite Red Sox are, as I'm going to come back with my 25 favorite Yankees. So we're going to do a chat with Al shortly. And I'll put the camera up. And hopefully my nose won't be running from allergies. That's not really attractive. Sucking snots. All right, everyone. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. As always. Health and happiness. Till next time. Watch out for the curveball in the dirt. Duck under the big left hook. God bless. And peace!